Good evening, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. So today's video is a very highly requested one. This is what are my top picks for a holiday party perfume. So obviously this year, none of us are going to a lot of parties. I wish we could, but you guys, we are going to get through this. We have a vaccine. The light is at the end of the tunnel, and this is still a really fun perfume topic. So I thought I would share these with you. So I hope that you really enjoy. If you aren't already subscribed, I would love if you would consider heading on down and hitting the subscribe button. Make sure that your notification bell is turned on so you don't miss any of my uploads. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, you guys, so in no particular order, the first fragrance that I chose for a holiday party was Armani Code Cashmere. So what actually spawned my idea for this video was I was talking to Yana from The Scented, and we were talking about the Armani line, and she asked me if I ever reached for my cashmere, and I told her not really, but if I was to go to a club or a lounge or something like that, I think that would be the best occasion for this perfume. So I don't have the notes in front of me, but I will put them up on the screen for you guys. And this essentially is just a really bright, sweet, I think there's orange blossom in here, but it's also very like incensey and boozy and creamy and warm, and it's just a very kind of like in your face evening scent, in my opinion. I think it's very sexy. I do like the original Armani Code Cashmere as well. I also like the satin, which I don't have because I didn't grab it before it went discontinued. But I think that they're all really good, and I think they're all kind of just that like in your face, very obvious, like going out type of perfume. And I don't really grab for this at home because it doesn't really suit the cuddling on the couch vibe. It doesn't suit like intimate bedroom vibe. It doesn't suit really any occasion for me unless I was going to be going out. I don't even think I would wear this for a nice dinner. To me, this has a very like overt going out vibe. The nice thing about this one, it is bold. It is going to get you noticed. It's going to last all night long. And when you're going out, you do want something that's going to be bold and projecting and a little bit louder, and I think that this one really fits the bill. I'm just going to take the lid off here and smell it again. Yeah, and I really like this one. I think it's also like a pretty foolproof, fail-proof, sexy perfume. Yeah, so I do like this one. I don't reach for it a lot, but I think it's an excellent going out and party perfume. So the second one that I picked is Marc Jacobs Decadence, and you guys, I will be saving the best for last, so make sure that you stay tuned because I do have a couple more like classy options coming up for you guys. I tried to pick a few that were appropriate for all age ranges. So this one I really, really like. If you haven't smelled Marc Jacobs Decadence, this is a very bold, kind of an earthy green plum scent. I think there's vetiver in here. It's kind of similar to Mugler's Aura, which is a very like bold green in your face kind of a perfume. And this one has incredible performance. It projects really well. It lasts all night long. It's a very strong, bold, in your face perfume. And I think this is perfect for that kind of club party atmosphere. This is definitely one that would suit more of the younger crowd, that kind of young, fun-loving, more like bar, lounge, club type of atmosphere. I don't think I would wear this for an event that I wanted to take seriously. If there was going to be a lot of affluent people there or a little bit more mature crowd, I don't think I would go for this one. But this is a very fun, fruity, sexy, earthy, bold fragrance, and I really, really love it. It's actually, I actually consider this to be one of my most addictive scents because it's one that I can just keep coming up to and smelling, like smelling the atomizer, and I just really, really like it. I've only actually worn this a couple of times, and you can see I've put a little dent in it because I am team oversprayer, but I have worn this a couple of times at home just with like a sweater in the evening in the cooler weather, and it goes over really well. It's really good for cold weather. Definitely going to project through a crowd, definitely going to get you noticed. Yeah, so I just think it's like the perfect perfume for that party type of atmosphere. So the next one that I've chosen is Black Opium from Yves Saint Laurent, and this is the Black Opium Neon, and I really like all of the Black Opiums actually. I used to have the original Black Opium, and this one I think is one of my favorite. I also really, really like the Black Opium Nuit Blanche, and like I say, I think you could pick any of them for a holiday party. What I really like about the Neon is this one has a little bit more of a fruity opening, and I just think it's really sweet, really delicious, really pretty. It's got that original Black Opium DNA, but then it has that fruity opening that makes it just so sweet and so yummy, and I just absolutely love this one. I also find this to last for a decent time. I get compliments when I wear this one, and I've also smelt it on other people and complimented them. I think this is excellent for going out. This one I also can get away with just in the evening hanging out with my man. When I've gotten into the car before, he has complimented me and said that I smell really good, and I really like that. I like when I get into someone's car and knowing that they're going to be able to smell whatever it is I'm wearing. This is also like semi-mature. I think this is good for a younger crowd, but I think you can also get away with this if you're a little bit more of a mature woman, like your 30s and up can still get away with this. Yeah, and it's just really yummy. Also, the bottle obviously looks like a party perfume. It's full of glitter. This is just an obvious grab and go. This one I think is a little bit less bold than the other two. I don't think it's gonna last quite as long or maybe project as far as the other two, but you could just be team oversprayer like me and do like 10 sprays and then you're good to go. Also, because this bottle is so thin, like a little flask, you can just like put it in your handbag for the night and take it with you and just go freshen up in the bathroom, which I probably wouldn't do with the other two. So I think this one is a great going out scent. Sometimes I'm tempted to go get the Black Opium Nuit Blanche as well, because that one is a little bit more creamy. It has like a milkiness to it and a nuttiness, and it's just totally my type of vibe. So that is our third choice, Black Opium Neon. So the next one, you guys, is actually a flanker from the Carolina Herrera Good Girl line. And if you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, you might know that I had the original Good Girl and I couldn't wear it, unfortunately. I really liked it. I thought it was very pretty. I thought it was sexy. My boyfriend liked it, but it just gave me a bit of a headache. It was a little bit too strong. It was a little bit too heady. Something about it just did not sit well with me. So I was actually a little bit hesitant when I first smelled this one, and I tried it in the store 2 or 3 times, and I actually really enjoyed the scent bubble that I got when I left the store. So yeah, this one is very similar to the original Carolina Herrera Good Girl, but what they've done with this is they have toned down the tuberose, they've toned down the floral notes, and they have added a fruitier opening. This one is a lot less complex, it's a lot less serious, it's a little bit more fun-loving, a little bit more youthful. And I also think it's less likely to be headache inducing. So if you're anything like me and you get headaches, I would highly suggest checking out this one if you couldn't do the original one, because you might find that this one works pretty well for you. I think it's just a fun, sexy, flirtatious, fruity, perfect for a party perfume. I think I told you guys when I first got this, the only time I really could see myself wearing this perfume is for either a fun night out of some sort or a party. So I don't know how often I'm going to wear it. None of us are going to parties this year. I don't go to that many parties to begin with. Like, I'm a pretty chill person. I spend a lot of time at home, but if I was going out with my girlfriends or going out for drinks or going to a party, this would definitely be one of the ones I would grab for, because it's sweet, it's bold, it's gonna get you noticed. So the next one that I picked is Tom Ford Noir Parfum. Now this one is getting a little bit more into the kind of big girl, mature crowd, a little bit more in the femme fatale direction. I still think this is very much a going out perfume. This is not one that I would typically throw on for any night of the week, going out for dinner, unless it was like to a fancy restaurant maybe. I wouldn't wear this for chilling out at home on the couch. This is definitely more of a bold nighttime going out type of perfume. So if you haven't smelled Tom Ford Noir Parfum, this is essentially a very deep, thick, dense, dark, smoky type of a gourmand fragrance. This has a note of mastic in it, which I don't know what that smells like by itself, but they describe it as being sort of like a turpentine kind of a scent. So not that this smells like turpentine, obviously, but it kind of gives it like this edge. It smells very unique. It smells very different. It's taken a normal gourmand and put kind of a twist of like a bit of a baddie on it, if you know what I mean, like a bit of a femme fatale, you know, bad girl kind of a scent. So this is super intoxicating. It's extremely long lasting. This one is probably going to be outperforming all of the other ones that are on this tray. And this is the type of perfume I would put on for going out someplace where there's going to be a large crowd, maybe a little bit more of a mature crowd. I'm thinking something like if you're in Vegas over the holidays and you're going to be going out where the casinos are, and there's obviously a lot of people around, a lot of different scents. People are going to be wearing perfume. Depending on where you are, they might even be smoking like cigars or something in the same building. There's restaurants, there's all these different smells. You're in the middle of the city. You need something that's going to be cutting through the crowd. You want something that is going to be bold and isn't going to just fade into the background, and you're not going to smell like every other girl who's walking by. So this is not your sweet, fun-loving, flirtatious, youthful nighttime perfume. This is definitely more your seductive kind of evening scent. So this is the one I would pick. I also would really recommend Tom Ford's Vanille Fatale, Tom Ford Noir de Noir. I've also heard Noir Extreme is really good. So that is Tom Ford Noir Parfum. As a side note, you guys, I'm also very tempted to get Tom Ford Vanille Fatale. I love that one. I have a decant of it, and don't be surprised if you see it in my collection at some point. It's an extremely like smoky, boozy nighttime fragrance that has like alcoholic notes in it and tobacco, and it's just incredible. So I would also recommend that one. Okay, and last but not least, you guys, I also wanted to include Baccarat Rouge 540 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. So this one is very well known in the YouTube community. I don't even think I really need to discuss it, but it's a very sweet, resinous, balsamic, kind of an earthy fragrance. Some people describe it as smelling like spun sugar or cotton candy. I don't really get a cotton candy vibe from it. I think Ariana Grande's Cloud is much more gourmandy, cotton candy-ish. To me, this one still definitely smells more elevated. This one smells more expensive. I do see a notable difference between this and Cloud, and I did have both. I have gifted the Cloud. But to me, this one just smells very expensive. This one is also a perfect special occasion fragrance. I know a lot of people actually use this as a signature scent because in a lot of places, it isn't highly worn. Like, it's not a very accessible perfume for many people because it is a little bit on the pricier side, and you have to order it online unless you live close to a place where you can buy it. So this one for me still definitely feels like a more special occasion fragrance. That's just my view. Also because it is so expensive, it's not the type of perfume I would just spray on any day of the week. It's one that I put on if I want a little bit of a special kind of edge. This one also smells glamorous and expensive and sophisticated. So this is the type of fragrance I would put on if I was going to an event, some sort of a Christmas party event or a gathering, but one where there was going to be, again, a little bit more of an affluent crowd, a little bit more of a mature crowd maybe, people who are going to be really well dressed. They come from maybe a higher society, not your average like club party going out type of scene, if you know what I mean. I think this is definitely more for like a banquet, a formal reception, more of a formal higher class kind of a Christmas party event, something where you just want something that's going to amplify your look and be very classy and very sophisticated, and at the same time sweet and sexy and delicious all at the same time. And this one also has great performance. On myself, I become pretty anosmic to it. I won't lie. When I wear this, I can't smell it very much on myself. I will smell it like every now and again, or if I get out of the car and I go outside where like it's fresh air, I'll pick it up, or later when I grab my jacket, I'll pick it up. But I know other people can, because when other people wear this, I can pick it up on them. It's one of those perfumes that kind of just shows up out of the blue, like out of nowhere, when you thought it was gone. It just doesn't really leave. It lingers forever and ever. Yeah, just really good quality. And yeah, so this would be my more mature, sophisticated choice for a Christmas party or a holiday party of some sort. So you guys, those are my choices for a holiday party or kind of like going out perfumes, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing about them. I did try to incorporate scents that were appropriate for all different ages. Just to kind of recap it really quickly, I would say that the ones that are the most sophisticated and more mature would definitely be your Tom Ford and your Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge. Those are the ones that I would probably reach for like first. I think that the ones that are the most youthful and fun-loving would be like your Armani Code Cashmere, your Black Opium, your Carolina Herrera Good Girl Eau Supreme. I think this one's probably the youngest one. The Good Girl Eau Supreme for me feels like the most youthful one on this tray. And probably your like bold, I guess you could wear kind of almost anywhere except really a formal occasion, would be the Marc Jacobs Decadence. But yeah, those are the ones that I would grab for a party. Of course, I did purchase all of these in 2020, and we haven't been doing anything in 2020. So I haven't even had an opportunity to try these out. But definitely once COVID is over and we start going out a little bit more often, I definitely intend to try these out a little bit more in like the nighttime scene. I can't wait to just dress up and put on a nice dress and go out for a drink with a girlfriend or something, or even just go out for a nice dinner. Dress up and go out for a nice dinner. I just really can't wait to wear some of these perfumes. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have any of these, and thanks for watching. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, do head on over and follow me on Instagram, where I share a lot of little tidbits of my life that I don't usually share here on YouTube. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.